today. All right. Hey, thanks.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. This is actually my first time in Toronto, and I think this place is amazing. So my name is Ayori Selassie, and I've been with Salesforce and the Salesforce Ohana for over 9 years now. Since 2007, I've been building apps on our platform and helping our customers to achieve customer success. It's been a real honor for me because I'm able to share in your journey toward customer success. So before I start talking about Einstein, I just want to thank you for allowing us to be on this journey with you. It's truly an honor. So before we jump into the slides, we have to talk about this. This presentation will include forward-looking statements, so please make your purchasing decisions based off of what is currently available in the product. All right, now, welcome to the age of the customer. Now, you've heard this a lot of times, I'm sure, and every time you're thinking, like, what is this age of the customer? Really, what is it? Well, the age of the customer is all about the unique opportunity that we have to engage our customers better than ever before. By enabling our employees to be smarter, we're creating happier customers. But really, how? Well, I'm going to tell you a kind of an embarrassing story. So as I told you, this is my first time in Toronto. I was so excited. I actually booked the worst possible flight you could. I booked a red eye, and I landed yesterday morning at 5 a.m. Needless to say, I was exhausted, and I made a terrible mistake. I wiped out my phone. I'm serious. My phone, all the data was gone. I landed at 5 a.m. in the morning. I didn't have the address to my hotel. I didn't have my itinerary for all the meetings that I had yesterday morning, and I couldn't even call a rideshare service so that I could get to my meetings. So I would normally just be losing my mind, but I said, no, let me think. So I did the next best thing. I called a taxi cab, right? But here's the thing. My taxi driver was an international celebrity. I'm serious. Has anybody heard of Mr. Geography? Raise your hand if you've heard of him. He's a local person from Toronto, and he's world famous. He's been on the Oprah show. He's been on Conan O'Brien, on the Letterman show, all because he's known for being the world's smartest taxi driver. How did he become the world's smartest taxi driver? He memorized the atlas. Seriously. You can ask him any question about geography, and he's going to be able to answer it for you. And so here's how he embeds this into his customer experience. Every time he picks up a ride, he gives him a special offer. He says, hey, if you can answer this geography question correctly, I'm going to turn off the meter, and I'll give you this ride for free. So what started out as a terrible morning, I met Mr. Geography, and I was excited. I was laughing in the car. I had a great time. I didn't get the ride for free, but I certainly enjoyed it. It was a very unique and special customer experience. It was amazing. But what if every employee could deliver an experience like that? I don't think every employee can memorize the atlas. I know I can't. So how can we enable our employees to be smarter and create happier customers out of exhausted people who landed at 5 a.m. in the morning? The secret to that is what Julian said. It's all about artificial intelligence. So how can we leverage the power of artificial intelligence? It's all about all of these data points, all the data points from your sales data, your service data, your connected products, marketing, your communities. If you can unify that data and put it in the hands of your sales rep so that they can access service data when they're interacting with their customers and vice versa, you create the opportunity to deliver that next level customer experience that we all need to thrive. So looking to the future, if we're going to enable our employees to leverage artificial intelligence, this is one of the predictions for 2018. We're expecting 500 million users to save an average of 2 hours per day with AI-powered tools. What would you do with 2 hours per day? Right? It's amazing. So how are we actually going to do this? It's all about how AI helps everyone work smarter for their customer. For sales reps, artificial intelligence is going to coach your sales reps, helping them to prioritize their day, enabling them to focus on the next best steps, and enable more customer success. But for your service agents, it's going to assist them by deflecting cases before they're even logged, helping your customers to self-service, and then when a case is logged, enabling the agent to find the solution faster than ever, to close that case fast and increase that customer satisfaction. But what about for your marketers? Well, we want to guide them. We want to enable them to have segmented audiences so that the right content reaches the right customer. That's going to increase your conversion rates. It's going to increase your ROI. It's going to be amazing. And then merchandisers. Who here likes to shop, right? Everybody. For merchandisers, we're going to personalize the shopping experience so that customers can find that perfect product just for them. We even have something in store for your admins and your developers. Admins and developers want to create apps, so we're giving them the opportunity to embed artificial intelligence in the custom applications that they build. This is how Salesforce Einstein is everyone's data scientist. So we have created the world's smartest CRM by combining the special trinity of customer data, artificial intelligence, and the Salesforce platform. Now let's dig in a little bit deeper into understanding how we're actually able to make this happen. It all starts with the data. Remember all those zettabytes of data that Julian talked about? Well, we've got to take that data and ingest that into Salesforce and into Einstein. Your customer data, your email data, your IoT, your calendar, all that information, social data, we ingest that into Salesforce, and then we learn on it using technologies like natural language processing and special algorithms from deep learning and machine learning and predictive analytics. With that, we're able to generate insights, discover insights, and we're able to make predictions and then recommend the next best action and automate that so that those workers can save all that time. And when they save that time, it's going to enable them to connect to your customer in a whole new way. So let's dig a little bit deeper. Now, I got a question for you. Who here is a data scientist? Raise your hand if you're a data scientist. This happens in practically every room I walk into. I ask this question. Who here has hired a data scientist? Raise your hand. Okay, a few people. That's like less than 1%. It's because it's really, really hard to find a data scientist. But for those folks who know this work, know this world well, they know that creating artificial intelligence and AI models is really complex, and there are a lot of steps involved. So let me just walk you briefly through the traditional steps to create an AI model. It starts with sampling your data. So first you have to find the right set of data. Then you have to do what we call feature selection, which is deciding which aspects of the data are more important than the next. Then you have to select your model. Guess what? There are lots of different AI models out there, different algorithms. So you got to choose the right one. Now, once you've done that, you actually finally get to score your data. And then you have to go through this calibration process. It takes a lot of time. Then you finally integrate that into your application. You're integrating that AI into your application. Finally, you have artificial intelligence. Now, that sounds like a painful process, right? That's why there aren't a lot of companies doing it. There's just a few big companies that are delivering this. So Salesforce got together, and we made the commitment to democratize AI for everyone. And here's what we did. We created something, this is our secret sauce. We created something called Einstein machine learning, our auto ML. Einstein auto machine learning, our auto ML. And what that does is it automatically preps your data, and it generates the models automatically. And the predictions are delivered in context to your user so that you don't have to spend all that time going through all those traditional steps to create your AI model. And you end up with this artificial intelligence for your CRM system that allows you to discover, predict, recommend, and automate processes. Now, this is what the Salesforce platform used to look like, but then last year at Dreamforce, we announced Einstein as a layer of intelligence, pushing insights through the platform and the applications to enable you to have a greater level of customer success than ever before. And guess what? Now, Einstein is everywhere. All throughout our 7 clouds, we've released over 15 features of Einstein into Salesforce. Now, a lot of features up here, so I wish I could talk to you about each and every one, and really, I would spend all that time, but for the sake of time, we're gonna focus on one. Let's focus on Sales Cloud Einstein. Now, for the sake of time, we're gonna actually focus on Sales Cloud Einstein, and we know that seeing is believing, so we're gonna do a demo, and for that, I wanna invite Michael Young up to share Sales Cloud Einstein.